Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, let me give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahakodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. They continually feed the flock with 100% truth. They do that free of charge. They also uplift and they magnify the name of Yahweh and also the name of Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom, citations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith, striving to be a part of the hopeful elect to the very best of your ability, doing the right thing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Also doing your part to uplift and to magnify the name of Yahweh and also the name of Yahweh Shai. And to you very, very few sisters that's out there that sincerely believe, to you as well, I do say shalom. My name is Thabawa Amath of Great Millstone Northwest. I'm going to make this a relatively short message, man. I just want to say, don't believe the hype. Okay. You may or may not be aware that they are putting out reports of the Strait of Hormuz being reopened, that pretty much peace is on the horizon. Don't believe the hype, man. We know how Esau Edom lies. We know how Western media can't be trusted. There's going to be back and forth. Most likely America's just gearing up to do something else. You know, they may come with saying they got a peace deal or whatever it may be. All right, don't believe the hype. There's still going to be troops that's getting sent over there. They're still gearing up for war. And ultimately, we have to follow what the prophecy says, not what the talking heads say. Okay. A couple of news articles. This one right here says Iran says Strait of Hormuz will close again amid U.S. blockade. Trump says Strait of Hormuz completely open as U.S. blockade on Iranian. Let's see what the rest of this says from Fox News. Iranian ports continues. Okay. Iran war live updates. Hope of peace deal rise after Iranians say strait is open. Let's see if the New York Times is going to allow us to stay open. All right. Because it's got a couple of different bullet points here. Iran's foreign minister said on Friday that the Strait of Hormuz was completely open for all commercial ships, but uncertainty remains after President Trump declared the U.S. blockade of Iran's ports will remain in place. And we're gonna see what happens. Like I said, just stay tuned. All right. Don't believe the hype. They're gonna say peace and safety, but we know what the scriptures say. All right. And ultimately, even if they smooth things out for now, it's not going to be long lasting, as we know that prophecy says that all the troops will eventually gather in that area. Okay, we have to remember what it is that prophecy says, not going by what it is that Esau Edom puts out there, as you cannot trust your enemy. All right, because he's going to lie to you. He's going to try to lull you back to sleep. He wants you. He wants the population. All right, not just you and as an individual, but he wants everybody to be in a sense of believing that everything is all right and that everything is calm. That's how the magic trick works. He wants to distract you. Hey, look over here, look at this. Meanwhile, he's got things working in the background. Okay. Iranian pushback. Iran's top negotiator said that the strait would close if the United States continue its blockade, adding to the uncertainty. So you got them saying that the strait's completely open, but then that it could close when if the blockade continues, and Trump is saying that the blockade is going to continue. So again, don't believe the hype, man. All right, negotiations. President Trump's public comments raised hopes that negotiations with Iran were going well enough to sustain the ceasefire as they worked on a long-term peace deal. We could read more. We're not really going to. You can look at this. It's from the New York Times. All right. Iran war live updates. Hope for peace deal rise after Iran says the strait is open. Hey, check this out, man. What it says in the book of First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Okay. First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. The point that I want is at verse 3. We can start right here at the top, all right? But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So just like a woman who's pregnant, all right, when she's in that 9th month, ready to go, she doesn't know the exact moment when the baby's going to come, but when those contractions come, she's very much aware that it's time. All right. Well, we need to be prepared, knowing that the contractions is getting closer and closer, man. All right. So we need to be spiritually ready, knowing that it's time. Okay, it's time for the Lord to come back. We're not, you shouldn't be just now tapping into this, man. You should be, preparing yourself day by day that things can pop off, because things can change from what you can perceive as normal life to being in an absolute hellish condition in no time flat. Okay, things can be perfectly fine today and be completely different tomorrow. All it takes is a single event. All right, something very catastrophic can happen that will change anything. That's whether the Lord had did it, whether Esau had did it. Okay, whether, what I'm saying, it was orchestrated or whether it's natural, things can change. Your life can change in a split second. It's very fragile, our thought of security, okay? Especially over here in the Western world. So at any moment, things can truly pop off. And yeah, they're going to say that things is fine, that things is okay. But like it says, when they shall say it's peace and safety, then it's going to be sudden destruction. Let's read that in the NLT. When people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman's labor pains begin, and there will be no escape. So it can happen in the blink of an eye, man. Don't believe the hype. They're gonna say that, yeah, everything's fine, we're good, we're cool, but meanwhile they're sharpening their swords and hiding them in secret places, man. Okay, so they can get close enough to you to stab you, and they ain't gonna stab you while you're looking dead at them. They're gonna wait until you turn around. So don't believe the hype. We're not supposed to be out here getting caught unaware like the people who are asleep. Okay, let's get another one real quick. Let's go to Revelation chapter 16. Let's read what it says right here at verse 15. Like I said, I'm gonna make this quick. All right, this isn't gonna be long and drawn out. It says, Behold, I cometh as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. We're not supposed to be walking naked here, man. Okay? We're supposed to be fully clothed. We're supposed to know what's going on. What it means to be fully clothed means that you know what's going on, because we're actually watching and paying attention to the prophecies. You got to remember, the Lord said that we were supposed to be occupied in prophecy. We know what the prophecy says. All right? The prophecy says that the whore was going to be hated by the rest of the beast, and we're seeing that happen. All right, we're seeing a big rift happening between NATO, the EU, and the United States of America. Okay, especially under this cruel Lord, who we believe to be the cruel Lord of Donald Trump. We're seeing things happen where the least of the flock, the small hats, are drawing out the rest of these Edomite nations into conflict. All right, ultimately propelling the world into conflicts. We're seeing this happen, man. We're seeing things play out before our very eyes. We're seeing famine rise. Okay, everybody's been put in this financial squeeze. All right, especially with them blaming the Strait of Hormuz being closed. Well, gas prices have risen exponentially for a lot of people. All right. Right now, close to where I live at right now, the closest gas station to me, the gas price is still at $5.99. It's been at $5.99 for the past, I want to say, like 3 weeks. All right. It's been at $5.99 just sitting there. Okay. The $5.99 and 9 tenths. Okay. So they're going to say that things is going to be okay, that things are going back to normal, that things are going to be, don't believe it. All right. Because like I said, all it takes is the smallest amount of pressure for things to truly turn upside down. Let's go to this real quick. Let's get the book of Sirach, chapter, I believe it's chapter 39. Let me grab this real fast. Sirach, chapter 39. I believe we start at verse 1, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Sirach 39 verse 1, it says, But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. See, we're supposed to be occupied in prophecies, okay? It says he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtile parables are, he will be there also, and he will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries. For he have tried the good and the evil among men. The point being that we're supposed to be occupied in prophecies, man. Okay, keep your head in the book, keep your head in the swivel, keep watching what's going on out there, and stay occupied in the prophecies, because the prophecies is what's truly going to lead us on the right path. All right, you can't be tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine that you're hearing,
especially the stuff that's coming out of the mouth of Esau, Edom. Let's go grab real fast Matthew chapter 24, verse. We'll come down here. We'll start reading right here at verse 37. It says, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." All right. Now I keep referencing the day of the Lord and the coming of the Lord because there's going to be things that happen before the Lord returns. All right. And we're seeing some of those things happen. We're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places. We're seeing the wars, the rumors of wars. We're seeing the famines. All right. We're seeing people put in difficult situations. All right. We're seeing the people, the sedition among men, the people turning on each other. If you read up in this chapter, it goes through the list. Okay. It says, "For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." So there's going to be people that's out there believing in this peace and safety. They're going to be carrying on with their lives as if everything's good and as, truly believing that things are bouncing back. Okay. But we're not supposed to be in that same situation, all right? The day of the Lord is not supposed to catch us by surprise. That's the point, all right? The day of the Lord is not supposed to catch us by surprise, okay? I'm going to jump verse 42. It says, Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth cometh. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. In such an hour that you think not, when you really think it's peaceful, all right? Because they're saying it's peaceful, they're saying everything's good, they're saying that things is going to be okay. That's when all kinds of hell is really going to break out. So don't believe the hype, man. When they're telling you that things is all right, don't believe that. Okay, keep a skeptical eye. Now, if things happen to go smooth and well for you, then all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, but don't get disgruntled and don't be upset when you notice that things aren't truly as they appear. Things aren't as peaceful and as smooth as things appear. Okay, let me grab this one more thing and we'll close this out. Let's grab the book of Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and let's take a look at what it says right here. Ephesians chapter 6. I want to say verse 10. Yep, verse 10, it says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, and put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." All right, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood and against principalities, but against powers and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Therefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." So we're supposed to be preparing ourselves for the things that's going to come down the pike. There's going to be hardships. The Lord said we was going to face tribulations and hardships. Don't get disgruntled about that. All right, accept it and give praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Take it cheerfully, like the scriptures told us. Okay, things are not about to get better, man. America's on a crash course. It's on a downward spiral, and there's no correction for it. There's no balm that's going to heal this place, man. All right, so things is going to get worse. Expect things to get worse. Don't expect them to get better for you. All right, the joys of yesterday, that's gone forever. Okay, until we get the kingdom, and keep that mindset and stay spiritually locked in, man. Until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and say shalom. Continue to cry out to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai in hopes that we get the hell up out of this place really, really soon, man. Shalom.